Today's lecture 30 of Basic Electronics is the revision of the Digital Electronics Module 5. Welcome to our channel Classify Community. So today is the revision of the Module 5 and today is the revision of the part Digital Electronics. So we have begun with our lectures with the number system, and we know that number system is divided in 4 parts. That is one binary, one octal, one decimal, and one is hexadecimal, right? And from the words you can definitely get binary has the base. Yes, you are correct, it's 2. And octal has the base. Yes, it's 8. Decimal is simply number 10 and hexadecimal is 16. Perfect. Now you say the last digit will be how much for binary? Yes, the last digit is the base minus 1. That means base minus 1. That means the binary form is 1. That means the two numbers will be 0 and 1 for the binary. Similarly for octal it will be, I am writing LD, which is the last digit. It will be 7, that is it is from 0 to 7. Perfect. The last digit for the decimal will be 9. 10 minus 1 is 9, so it will from 0 to 9. And hexadecimal will be, yes, it's 15. It will be 0 to 9 plus. From 10 we doesn't say numbers, we represent it as letters. Perfect. So it will be till F. So this is basically number system is. And then we have known the conversions that binary can be turned to octal, similarly vice versa. Binary can be turned to decimal, similarly vice versa. Binary can be turned to hexadecimal, similarly vice versa. Similarly, octal can be converted to decimal, vice versa. Octal can be converted to hexadecimal, vice versa, and decimal can be converted to hexadecimal and vice versa. So there are 12 conversions, right? 12 conversions for the number system. So to see all the conversions and to know them, you must visit all the lectures and try it. And now we will move on to our Boolean algebra part. So see, this is a Boolean algebra. So there are many laws. So I have made a mind map for you to get to make you remember. So first law which we have encountered with in a lecture. So as I told, our first law is property of 0. That means whatever it will, if we add the digit, we will get the same value, but if we multiply, we will get 0. Now we will proceed to our next law, that is the property of 1. If we add or into, that is multiplication, we will get the same value. Next is our idempotence law, which states that if we add similar digits or similar variables or multiply similar digits or similar variables, we will get that digit. Involution law tells that if we complement the complemented number, then we get the value same. The complementary law states that if you do addition with the number and the complemented number, you will get 1, but if you do multiplication, you will get 0. Now there is a distributive law. Distributive law is divided in 3 parts. That is, one is that A dot bracket B plus C will give you A dot B plus A dot C. A plus B dot C will give you A plus B dot A plus C, and A plus A complement B will give you A plus B. Whereas in the absorption law, it states that A plus AB will give you A, and A dot A plus B will give you A. And for all the laws, I have done the truth table also, which you have to go to our lectures and see them. And De Morgan's law, the most important law, is that states that A plus B complement will give you A complement dot B complement, whereas A dot B complement will give you A complement plus B complement. So this is the Boolean algebras, all the laws. Now we will move ahead to our basic gates, and you all know maybe that the basic gates here are 4. The most important basic gates are OR, AND and NOT. OR gate means we will be adding the numbers. So if I do AB and this is the symbol for the OR gate, then we will get as output as A plus B. So whenever if one of the digits is 1, you will get the output as 1. Whereas the AND gate states you that it is the multiplication of the numbers or the variables, and this is the symbol for the AND gate, and it states that if any of the digit is 0, you will get the value as 0. Whereas the NOT gate is the complement of the variable, and this is the symbol for the NOT gate. If you give the value as 0, you will get the 1, whereas if you give the value as 1, you will get 0. XOR gate symbol is this, and in output you will get A XOR B. This states that if there will be even parity, then you will be getting 0. Okay, so now we will move on to our half adder, full adder, multiplexer, decoder. See, half adder basically adds 2 bits, so we proceed to a full adder which adds 3 bits, because this is the disadvantages of the half adder, that it can't add another bit. So to fulfill the needs, we start doing the full adder. Now after the full adder, we went to multiplexer. Multiplexer states that whatever may be your inputs, the output will be as 1, and depending on the inputs you will get your selection lines. If your input is 4, you will get the selection line as 2. And how it will be? If 2 to the power 2 is 4, so this 2 represent you the selection line. Whereas decoder says that if you have given n inputs, you will get 2 to the power n outputs. That means if your decoder is 2 its input, then you will out 4 outputs. Now we will these all were the combinational circuits, whereas now we will move on to our sequential circuits. Combinational circuits, you all know that it depends only on the present input, but the sequential circuit also depends on the past input, sequence of the past inputs. Now see, SR flip-flop, that means set and reset flip-flop. Here the only exception is that in the last state, that is when both the variable's value is 1 1, that state is the invalid state. So to avoid this state, we move on to a JK flip-flop, which give us the last state as a toggle state. Now shift register is a resistor. In this the bits get shifted, that is the binary information can be shifted from left to right depending on the user's choice. The 3-bit ripple counter works in the toggle mode, and the up counter is a triggered one, that is negatively triggered, that is it will change its value only when 1 is changed to 0, whereas the down counter will change its value when it will change the value from 0 to 1. So basically this whole revision for the module 5 part digital electronics, I hope you all understood. So till then, be happy and have a great day.
Now it's the code time. When it comes to time and money, waste money, you can always make more. Don't waste time, you can never get it back. I think all of you understood the revision of the digital electronics module 5. Thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live magazine videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at Classfly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.